Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm back. I know it's been a minute. I had to reset, and deal with some niggas. Niggas be thinking I'm playing with them, but it's cool. I didn't reset, and we back at this shit. But the reason why I put this video together was because I watched that live from Gina McGill. Like she told us that she was gonna tell us who killed Kenneka. So I didn't tune in for the shit. Okay, and I mean, now understand this. I don't ever disrespect nobody or bash anybody for what they do on their channel because I feel like it's not my call to make. That's your platform. You can say or do whatever the fuck you want to do over there. It is what it is. If I don't like it, I just come from over there. Period. But in this particular instance, I think that this whole presentation that she put together, the evidence that she gave us did not support her conclusion. I commend her for putting in that work, but the evidence did not support the conclusion. And I'm one, after watching hours upon hours of footage, I believe that the police didn't have shit to do with this. They got the same bullshit we got. Okay? And when the police got there, we see them right here. They're looking for Kenneka. People are making it seem like the police ain't did shit. They was planting evidence and doing all kind of other shit. No, they wasn't. They were looking for her. Everything that I've seen. And then not only that, I showed y'all in those other videos, like with the beverage manager and shit. He was watching them. So if they were in cahoots or if there was some snake shit going on the police part, I mean, why would he feel the need to watch them? Okay? And when he came in and found Kenneka, because I told y'all he went straight to her. I couldn't understand this because we seen the police just looking for her at about 11:40, and fucking 40 minutes later, this motherfucker going straight to her. If he's seen her on tape, even if he's seen her on tape, why not tell the police? They all throughout this hotel. It's a whole bunch of them. Remember, they didn't call for backup. Now the fire department up this motherfucker looking for Kenneka. Remember, they was like, shit, we need some help. He went straight to Kenneka. So then, like I said, it made me question why he even went back there. I don't think he went back there to find her. I think he went back there to do something else. I mean, I don't know if it was maybe turn the freezer on from the fucking circuit breaker. Because remember, there was pictures of the circuit breaker in the evidence photos. And then look, he went and got the police. Remember, he told us the police was at the dock. He went and got them and brought them back to where they found Kenneka. All right? And then this is what we hear.
301 right here. Oh, fuck.
301, everything 10-4?
Negative. I have that subject in the kitchen in a freezer. She is frozen solid.
Based off of his reaction, and this is Walsh. Based off of his reaction, he's surprised. He don't know what's going on. Look at the beverage manager. Like, nigga, just hurry up. Y'all found her. Now get out of here. I mean, he wasn't what you expected him to be after finding a dead body. I showed y'all the picture. He went back to work. That's what he did. Okay? But I just feel like the police were too close for comfort. Okay? They was too close for comfort, which is the reason why he had to go down here and do something. But that's why I believe so much in this footage right here, because understand this. At this point, they're there. There's no time to edit it. I believe it. And when he found Kenneka, when he went back there at 12:26, when the call came across the radio, this group of police officers were down in the laundry. They come running up this hallway right here. This is what you see. Them running up the hallway. Because they've heard the call. And again, They're looking for her. That's what I don't understand. Now, I get, the police, there may have been, a lack of investigative skills on their part. Maybe some shit was overlooked. But at the end of the day, man, from the onset of this shit, the police were looking for her. And because of that, the beverage manager was watching their ass. Just like how we was watching him, he was watching them. Okay? And I know there was a lot to be said about that whole camera shit. We found out there was some cameras missing, some cameras not working, a whole bunch of dumb shit, okay? But I think that, remember I told y'all, I said I don't think the police seen the footage of Kenneka walking toward this freezer until after she was found. The police had no idea that this video footage existed until after she was found. Because let's face it, had it been beforehand, the police would have had this area tied down, locked down. But they didn't. They was everywhere but this kitchen. The beverage manager said some was out at the dock. Then I showed y'all pictures of some of the police officers and guys from the fire department. They in the lower level. When that call came through, they ran up to the freezer area. And then watch this. This is about 12:28. Now everybody's headed toward this freezer. They was everywhere but this kitchen prior to the call. Now look at them. So that's why I'm saying, like, I mean, I get, you know, Gina McGill had the right intentions. I know, everybody wants to solve this case, but I just don't believe that the police had anything to do with it. So I'm going to take y'all through a little bit of the timeline real quick. But before we get into the timeline, I want y'all to watch Walsh after Kenneka was found. Watch this video right here. This is about 12:33. That's Walsh and what may be the head nigga in charge. Look at him. He don't know what's going on. All he knows is that the beverage manager brought him in there and Kenneka was in the freezer. And then you see the little gesture he made? This gesture right here. He's describing what Kenneka looked like when he got in there. He had his hand cupped like a C. Like how we seen Kenneka's hand. So in my opinion, he's describing what she looked like when he went into this freezer. Okay? And when we talk about the cameras, look at all these police officers. This is at 1 o'clock. They're focusing on this camera. And this is the camera that I think they've been talking about all along. Not a camera above the freezer. I think they're talking about this camera. And then look at this guy right here at 1:02. He's pointing out the same camera. Everybody's keying in on this camera right here. Not a camera supposedly above the freezer, directly above the freezer. No, this camera right here. And Teresa hasn't come out and clarified what she meant by that. And I'm going to show y'all something here in a minute. But it is my opinion that the camera that they're talking about is this camera right here. So I'm going to take y'all through a little bit of the timeline, because there's some other things that I want to show y'all before I get up out of here. But let's start with this footage right here. At 1:06, they are now starting to take pictures. If you notice, that's what he's doing in this video right here. He's taking pictures. Okay? So these pictures should be included in the crime scene photos. And that's at 1:06, 1:07. And then at 1:07 down here in the laundry though. So while they up there taking pictures, the beverage manager's down this motherfucker. I showed y'all. He went back to work. He just found Kenneka at damn near 12:30. So 35 minutes later, this is what he's doing. And this shit still boggles my mind because how in the hell did you just find a dead body and then you're able to go back to work? Look at it. This shit is unreal to me. He's not emotional. He's not distraught. He carried on with his damn work schedule. It's crazy. And that was at 107, 108. Now, look at this footage right here. At 112, the police is still in this area. Okay? They're taking pictures. You know, they're still in the area. And that was at 112. So then that made me think about the police audio. Remember this from the beginning?
Can you come out here and meet Deputy Chief Kenneka and the detectives about that camera?
Master Receiver, you guys back in the same area?
I'm for.
Yeah. They talking about this camera, y'all. And when after they found Kenneka and all the police was in there, they wanted to know about this camera. That camera. The one that showed Kenneka walking up through here. Okay? That call came in at about 113, 114. And then look at this. Follow this. This is at about 116. And we got the police and we got the beverage manager. And this is that meeting room where they took Miss Teresa and them. Okay? So they didn't met up. It's about 116. Okay? Beverage manager, look at him. They opened the door for these motherfuckers. He got the keys. And remember when that picture came out and he was looking a hot ass mess? This is where it came from. At 1:16 in the morning. We couldn't figure out what was going on. Like, for a long time, I never knew what time it was that he appeared to look like this. But this is what time it is, 1:16. So after they asked about the camera, here he go with the police. Then 117, he's talking to him. And in my opinion, he's just trying to get information, y'all. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. But he leaves the police officers, okay? And then I know y'all remember this. I hate that scene. I hate it. Because they just told Miss Teresa that her daughter was found there in that hotel dead. And that was at 1:30. And again, look at dude right here. They're watching the same camera, y'all. This is the camera that they're talking about. Now, like I said, Miss Teresa didn't come out and clarify what she meant or if there was actually a camera directly above the freezer. But everybody's focusing on this one. And when they took Miss Teresa to see her daughter, they took her this way. The kitchen, this picture angle is the direction of the kitchen that they came through to take Miss Teresa and them to see Kenneka. This footage right here. Miss Teresa must have asked them about a camera because when she did, the officer pointed at that same camera. The same camera. Because to me, Miss Teresa's not stupid. She knew, like, well, damn, like, she knew to ask, like, well, where the cameras at? I mean, this is a hotel we talking about. And they pointed out the camera that could potentially have Kenneka on it. That's why I'm saying they didn't see that footage until after the fact, y'all. And in the police reports, it said that the police seen the footage before they even left the area. Before they even left the scene, they seen the footage. Okay? So it only makes sense. But one of the things that I want to point out to y'all is that at the start of this shit, the police asked Crown Plaza for the information from September the 8th all the way up until September the 10th at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay? They just wanted the footage from that time frame. And within that time frame, um, of them asking for this footage, they received footage from the hotel. But then the police came back and gave, what was it called, like a preservation order. And when I read the preservation order, that order wanted everything from September the 8th all the way up until September the 10th at 11 p.m. And I couldn't understand that. I'm like, well, damn, at first y'all only needed it until 6 o'clock. And they cleared the scene at about 5:30. So it made sense that they wanted to see the footage up until 6 o'clock. Because by that point, they had found Kenneka, took pictures, you know, and basically released the scene at 5:32. So yeah, they wanted to see the footage up until 6 o'clock. But for whatever reason, that changed. And in that preservation order that I just showed y'all, they then wanted the information all the way up until 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock on September the 10th. I'm like, damn. Like, now y'all want to see the rest of the whole day on the 10th? Why? What happened that they needed to extend the time? I don't know. But, I mean, it was just something that I picked up on, and I definitely wanted to make sure y'all saw that. Because why now do you need the rest of the day on the 10th? That made no sense to me. Unless they were watching the employees. Because at this point, Kenneka gone. She ain't on y'all property no more. She ain't on that property no more. She gone. So, yeah, that makes no sense to me. I've said this and I'm going to say it again. I do not believe the police had anything to do with what happened to Kenneka. And I believe that they was on the beverage manager's ass. That's what it looked like to me. You know, that's why it fucked me up when, I even seen a video where they was like, oh, the police carrying Kenneka through the hallway. Like, that shit was hilarious to me. I was like, really? Like, are you kidding me? And then Straight Drop came back with a video to debunk that. And it was like, okay, now y'all want to make it seem like the police then drug this girl around the lower level. Like, the police then, uh, tamper with the evidence. And this is not the case, y'all. This is not the case. They got the same shit we got. And then I'm going to show y'all this real quick before I get up out of here. Because I had a lot of questions about this footage right here. Y'all remember this footage? The guy changing back there? Changing his clothes? I found out, because I never knew what time it was. But I found out that this was at about 2:18 on the 9th. In the afternoon, okay? This is the afternoon. So I don't know if this ties into what happened to Kenneka. I don't know. But I always wanted to know what time this was. Because I was like, what time was dude changing his clothes? Now, could this factor into what happened? Yeah. But I don't know that for sure. But he discussing some shit with the beverage manager. They having a whole little conversation. And then, he out. Yeah, see? Now he out. Y'all, listen. I want somebody to be held responsible for this crime just as much as anybody else. But I'm not going to waste time trying to point out the police being at fault. Because I don't believe that. So I just wanted to make sure I put this video out here just to show y'all, like, when you look at this video and then other videos that I put out as far as the police goes, in my opinion, they didn't have a clue. They suspected some shit, but they couldn't prove it. So here we are, a year in, and some months in, still going over the case. And I ain't letting up. It is what it is. I ain't letting up. I got some other shit to show y'all because while I was looking for information for this video right here, there's some other shit that came to my attention. And I'm going to put that in the next video. And it's about a fight. The fight that took place up there. Because I believe that there was a fight. And I'm going to show y'all in the next video. I ain't going to need to talk y'all head off. I'm just going to show y'all what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And I respect everybody that's still riding with me. That's still been, you know, watching the videos and still sending me emails. And they still in it for the cause. You know, I appreciate everybody that's bought shirts. You know, some people sent me a couple pictures of them in the shirts, and I appreciate that y'all look real, real nice. You know, and I appreciate that. You know, but we still in this shit. I ain't going nowhere. And I like when I see emails and my subscribers are over here like, hey, like, look, motherfucker, like, what you doing? We miss you. Like, we're going to need you to hurry up and get your ass together and come on back. I be needing them emails sometime, y'all. They be coming right on time. I promise y'all that. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And I'll see y'all in a minute. And I want to, because I want to show y'all something else. So hold tight, y'all. I'll be back.